Hey, Dave.
Hello there, everybody. So for this holiday weekend, we've got plenty for you to watch, both at home and in theaters, including the long-awaited release of The Quiet Place 2. Take a look at my Dean's List reviews. After a year-long pandemic delay, A Quiet Place 2, directed by John Krasinski of The Office, finally hits theaters this weekend. It's the follow-up to the 2018 hit in which we follow a family struggling for survival in a world in which creatures that can hear but not see you dominate. Quiet Place 2 flashes back to the first movie, explaining how things got to be the way that they are, but is also a continuation of the story of silent survival, including discovering a possible weakness of the movie's alien predators. In this movie, Krasinski is only behind the camera. His real-life wife, Emily Blunt, is left to fend for herself and her kids in the movie. That's well made and makes sense whether you've seen the first one or not. More importantly, even though we know a lot more about the mysteries of the first film, still provides plenty of edge-of-your-seat moments that make it a worthy follow-up. It's a Dean's List day, exclusively in theaters. Also this weekend, there's the latest Disney adaptation of one of their animated characters. In Cruella, Oscar winner Emma Stone stars as a fashion designer who finds her dark side as she becomes a protege of a fashion legend played by Emma Thompson. It's an origin story with the macabre, fiendish energy, but especially a couple of juicy performances by both of the Emmas. It's a Dean's List B, available on the Premier Access level of Disney Plus and also in select theaters.
As hard as it was to lose my friend, it's been even harder to manage his affairs.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Okay, he made me executor of his estate.
New on Netflix is the debut of the third and final season of the award-winning The Kominsky Method. Oscar winner Michael Douglas, Sandy Kominsky, is forced to take a hard look at aging after the death of his longtime friend Norman, formerly played by Alan Arkin. His life becomes more complicated by the arrival of his ex-wife, played by Kathleen Turner, with whom Douglas is reunited from his movies Romancing the Stone, Jewel of the Nile, and War of the Roses. Series regular Sarah Baker, Paul Reiser, and Haley Joel Osment add to the final 6 episodes of the story.
Remember our marks?
He ran in.
Yeah.
He looked at his mark.
No, it tripped on that.
And possibly the most anticipated TV special of the year is finally out. After multiple pandemic delays, the Friends reunion special brought together the hit series' original stars on their original soundstage, where they created 10 years' worth of memories. The reunion is very documentary style, with its stars, creators, crew, and fans waxing nostalgic, showing and creating famous scenes, and sharing never-heard-before behind-the-scenes and making-of stories. It's playing now only on HBO Max. And as always, you can get my weekend movie reviews and home video picks sent right to your phones every Friday just by texting the word Dean to 97999. Speaking of that Friends reunion, they're also watching it in China, where the show has a huge following, only they are seeing a censored version of the special. Officials there have deleted the short segment with the supergroup BTS because of their comments about life and true friendship. They say they're insulting to China. They also cut this Matt LeBlanc underwear scene and a reference to peeing and the show's gay fans. And they also cut cameos by Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber because of Beijing's past displeasure with both of them. So you can see the uncut version here in the good old USA. Paul.